Hello, welcome to McDowell's Strategy and Tactics, and thank you to our subscribers. In this series, we play through each of the battles in the American Grand Campaign in Close Combat 4, the Battle of the Bulge. We use historical World War II US Army doctrine to plan and conduct each battle. We will start with the G2 report on the enemy, using Form 16 from the United States War Department Staff Officers Field Manual. In the morning of Day 3, the Germans renewed their offensive operations across a broad front to our east in the Ardennes region. Fresh attacks were launched from the Siegfried Line across the Our River towards the west. The Germans maintained a salient in the centre, forming a bulge in the front line. During this Battle of the Bulge, American troops came into direct contact with the enemy at Baugnees, Manschau, Schnee-Eifel East, Clerf, Wiltz and Esch-sur-Seure. Intelligence reports indicate the following enemy units from north to south. Kampfgruppe Piper from the 1st Panzer Division withdrawn from Baugnees to Simmerath. Kampfgruppe Nittel from the 1st Panzer Division withdrawn from Manschau to Udenbrecht. Kampfgruppe Waldenberg of the 116th Panzer Division at Clerf. Enemy forward units suspected as far forward as Houffalize and moving west. Possible enemy units behind them at Neuville. Possible enemy units behind them at Longvilly. Possible enemy units at Weiler. Kampfgruppe 901 from the Lehr Division withdrawn from Wiltz to the Siegfried Line, and elements of the 5th Fallschirmjäger Division withdrawn from Esch-sur-Seure to Echternach. We have confirmed reports of German artillery strikes at Clerf. This suggests the salient is now the German main effort or Schwerpunkt. We estimate cumulative German losses at 406 killed in action, 335 wounded in action, 47 tanks, 42 armoured vehicles, and 1 anti-tank gun. The weather was foggy all morning, giving enemy armour freedom of movement during daylight across the area of operations. It also restricted observation of friendly and enemy movement. The German attack has created a salient or bulge in American lines as far west as Houffalize on the western bank of the Meuse River. We assess the Germans are using the salient to either conduct a single encirclement of Bastogne from the north, or bypass Bastogne entirely and push to Antwerp. In the afternoon, we anticipate the Germans will move up forces to the line of combat outposts in the north and south in an attempt to widen the salient. Next, the G3 Operations Report, using Form 17 from the United States War Department Staff Officers Field Manual. Our front line is as indicated on the map, as is the location of our troops as at 1600 hours, 18 December 1944. While the morning's weather was foggy, this did not prevent strikes by artillery or combat aviation. Our dispositions on the line of contact are as follows. 14th Cavalry Group delayed Kampfgruppe Piper at Baugnees, resulting in a total American victory. The 424th Regimental Combat Team of 106th Division delayed Kampfgruppe Nittel at Manschau, resulting in a total American victory. 112th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division did not see combat at Losheim. The 422nd Regimental Combat Team of 106th Division delayed Kampfgruppe Falloe at Schnee-Eifel East, resulting in a total American victory. 117th Regimental Combat Team of 30th Division did not see combat at Schnee-Eifel West. 7th Armoured Division advanced to Clerf and had a meeting engagement with Kampfgruppe Waldenberg of the 116th Panzer Division, resulting in a minor German victory. 110th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division defended against Kampfgruppe 901 of the Lehr Division at Wiltz, resulting in a total American victory. and the 109th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division delayed the 5th Fallschirmjäger Division at Esch-sur-Sûre, resulting in a total American victory. In the main battle position, 9th Armoured Division Combat Command Baker occupies Vielsalm, 10th Armoured Division's Combat Command Able occupies Neff, 8th Corps Engineers occupy Warden. Reinforcing from the reserve, 507th Parachute Infantry Regiment of 82nd Airborne is at Stoumont, the 504th Parachute Infantry Regiment of 82nd Airborne is at La Roche, the 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment of 82nd Airborne is at Fourier, the 502nd Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 101st Airborne Division is at Chinon, the 506th Parachute Infantry Regiment of the 101st Division is at Clochemont, and the 501st Parachute Infantry Regiment of 101st Division is at Assenoy. Cumulative American losses so far are 176 killed in action, 164 wounded in action, 8 tanks, 2 armoured cars, and 11 guns. The overall result remains a major American victory, although our front line has been penetrated in the centre. You will recall my strategy. In line with American doctrine, my broad approach is to hold 3 defensive lines. First, the defended roadblocks along the Siegfried Line and Our River. These acted as my early warning to slow down and wear out the initial German offensive. We have now withdrawn from these positions. Second, the combat outposts from Saint-Vit through Clerf to Wiltz. Third, the main battle position from Stoumont through Houffalize to Bastogne. My reserves are along the line of the Meuse River from La Roche to Saint-Aubert, and I will try to hold Bastogne as a redoubt, even if surrounded. Next, I will outline my plans using Form 5 from the United States War Department Staff Officer's Field Manual. The weather remains foggy, which may reduce the effectiveness of tactical air support, but will also conceal ground movement from observation. Enemy dispositions are as briefed. Current friendly dispositions are as briefed. On 18 December, I will continue to first, hold the line of combat outposts to block further German advances. Second, pinch off the German salient at its base, isolating any German forces between the combat outposts and the main battle position at Bastogne. And third, bring up the reserves to the main battle position to prevent German exploitation of the breakthrough. In the combat outposts, 14th Cavalry Group will delay at Bagnes. 424th Regimental Combat Team of 106th Division will delay at Manschau. 112th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division will delay at Losheim. The 422nd Regimental Combat Team of 106th Division will delay at Schnee-Eifel East. The 117th Regimental Combat Team of 30th Division will delay at Schnee-Eifel West. 7th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker will attack Clerf to threaten the northern flank of the German salient. 110th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division will defend Wiltz. And 109th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division will delay at Esch-sur-Sûre. In the main battle position, 9th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker will move through Vielsalm to Houffalize to secure the crossing over the Meuse. 10th Armoured Division will advance from Neff to Magret to block further German advances. And 8 Corps Engineers will delay at Warden. In the reserves, 507th Parachute Infantry Regiment will advance from Stoumont to Manhay. The 504th will block at La Roche. The 505th will advance from Fourier to Orthoville. The 502nd will advance from Chinon to Saint-Enchamp. The 506th will advance from Clochemont to Assenois. and the 501st will advance from Assinoy to Bastogne. Priority of combat aviation goes to 7th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker at Clerf. Combat Command Baker also gets priority of fire support from the Field Artillery. It is now 1600 hours on 18 December 1944. German lead elements at Houffalize have moved northeast to Saint-Vith in the American rear, but are cut off from reinforcement and supply. The 507th reports it was redirected by German agents to Wielsam. 9th Armoured Division advanced unopposed to Houffalize and seized the crossing. The 501st has occupied Bastogne. Otherwise, nothing significant to report and units are where they are expected to be. The next battle is at Bagnaz, between 14th Cavalry Group and Kampfgruppe Stefan of the 2nd Panzer Division. The first of 3 battles expected this afternoon. We're also expecting further combat at Clerf, between 7th Armoured Division's Combat Command Baker and Kampfgruppe Waldenberg of the 116th Panzer Division. And at Wiltz, between the 110th Regimental Combat Team of 28th Division and Kampfgruppe Hansen of the 1st Panzer Division. The G2CI cell has looked into these reports of German agents. Apparently, there are teams of Germans dressed like Americans, with American jeeps and weapons, and speaking like Americans, redirecting traffic. Hard to believe, I know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and donate, and stay tuned for the next episode.